I trust the chef of the restaurant to organize the menu and the offerings as he sees fit. And I am there to consume them like the Patriots glutton that I am. Everybody knows that everything runs through Bill Belichick, and everyone should be totally fine when you've got the best coach of all time in all of professional sports running your operation. I'm sorry, a quick apology to like the Sir Alex Ferguson fans that get in my mention. Okay, you want to put Sir Alex Ferguson and Bill Belichick? I'm okay with that. So here's the thing. I want to show you a quote panel, Broussard. This is from March when Belichick was asked, what's the deal with all these coordinators? Here's what he said. We have jobs to do. We'll do the jobs. We won't be calling any plays for a while. Don't have any games for a while. Here's what Matt Patricia said yesterday. We're really trying to get through today's practice. Fortunately, we don't have a game tomorrow. Now, Matt Patricia has called all the plays in the practices. Joe Judge is there, but it's really Matt Patricia's running the show. Everybody knows it, but everyone is in lockstep following Belichick. So I feel totally confident. And here's the other thing. We can show a little picture of my guy, Mac Jones, and the dramatic improvement. Belichick got out of his normal Belichick persona last week and started giving Mac Jones compliments like it was Christmas morning. Well, yesterday, luckily, he rolled it all back, and we got back to the Patriots' way. So I am not nervous at all. Belichick's running the show. Open up in Miami
Welcome
week
back,
1. That'll
Belichick.
be a W. So overall, I am feeling good. Not worried.
Welcome back.
All right, Wilds. First of all, it was a cute opening spiel with the chef talk and all that stuff.
I knew Q was going to hit you with the cute. Oh, it's so brutal when Brew hits you with the cute. Oh, I knew it.
And I hate to remind you that the chef, if you will, Belichick, has made the playoffs twice in his 8 years without Tom Brady.
God.
You get mad when I say it, but it's a fact.
Century.
I'm the fact over
You're literally talking about the last century.
I'm just saying. Now, look, Wilds, I do like to support your fantasies about the Patriots and Mac Jones because, honestly, I think Nick is just downright mean to you when it comes to Mac Jones, all right? So I genuinely like to support you, but in this one, I can't. I'm going to read a few names to you. These are generally, maybe I miss a guy or two or three, but these are generally the best play callers / offensive coordinators in the league. Andy Reid, Kellen Moore, Byron Leftwich, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur, Josh McDaniels. What do they all have in common? They spent their entire careers as head coaches, as assistant coaches, on the offensive side of the ball. Their entire careers on the offensive side of the ball, whether it was offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, receivers, tight ends, whatever. Matt Patricia has coached for 24 years. A little bit of that in college, Division III, but mostly in the NFL. In 2 of those 24 years, 2, he spent on the offensive side of the ball. And those were on the offensive line, which I get it is very important, but still only 2 seasons out of 24 on the offensive side of the ball. And now you're not only giving your offense to this defensive guy, but you are putting the season of your second-year quarterback, Mac Jones, who really needs to bond with his offensive coordinator, in the hands of a defensive coach. It just doesn't make any sense, Wiles. And while I'd like to support you, I can't. This is not good. It's not good.
Of course it's not good. It's unsupportable. And Wild's tortured restaurant analogies aside, what if it's a restaurant that is living off its reputation, is not that great anymore? And by the way, they don't let the chef shop for the groceries anymore either. Because over the last 8 years, he hasn't picked a fresh eggplant to save his damn life. Or avocados or any of the great produce he used to be so good at finding in the bargain bins. What about that? But here, so Wilds, you know, I'm a numbers guy. So I did a little calculation, little back of the napkin with one of my proprietary algorithms that I don't share with the formulas with people. And let's just talk about in the Patriots-Belichick era, the collective brain power, wisdom, can we have Wilds on the screen while we do this, please? Of the quarterback and the offensive coordinator. So you have Charlie Weiss and a young Brady, a very green Tom Brady.
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I would say that's 65 points of collective brain power. Charlie Weiss, the decided schematic advantage. 65. Brady didn't know what he didn't know, but I'll give it a 65. You then have veteran Brady and a young Josh McDaniels. You know what? I'll give that 75 points because of the massive jump from Brady. 75. You then have MVP Brady with Bill O'Brien. And while Bill O'Brien was not a good general manager and was a mediocre head coach, was a good offensive play caller, I'll give that 80 points. And then you have the top shelf, old, brilliant Brady, has seen everything, plus humbled and older veteran Josh McDaniels. I'll give that 98 points. So then what do we give? Yeah, what do we give Matt Patricia,
Oh, I like
a defensive coach?
I get it.
And second-year Mac Jones. What's that? A 14, a 9, a 21 at best? Like, what are we talking about here? On that, you have Weiss and Brady. You then have McDaniels and Brady. You then have Bill O'Brien and Brady. You then have old Brady and McDaniels again. And now we have a guy who to this day has not figured out you can't write on laminated paper with a pencil, and a quarterback who spent his offseason getting rid of the baby fat. Like, well, really, what is Mahomes and Reed on that scale? What is Allen and go ahead. Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, no, I think it's low because what was the lowest one that you said? 21? Because I think it's 60.
Yeah,
21 is the lowest.
9.
Yeah. I could go lower.
9. Yeah. It was 9.
Jenna, I could go lower. I could go 7, as in our 7th Super Bowl ring coming up.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.